Hi everyone, I'm a woman from the USA, just past my 60th birthday, and I'm all about thriving with energy and clarity in these golden years. Today, I've got an exciting story to share with you, the secret to keeping my mind sharp that I picked up during a trip to Denver, Colorado. If you've ever forgotten where you parked your car, blanked on a name mid-conversation, or felt that mental fog creeping in, I've been there too. I'll take you through my journey of meeting an inspiring woman in the Mile High City, learning her simple yet powerful habits, and how they've kept my brain buzzing like it did decades ago. This isn't about fancy brain games or pricey supplements, it's real, everyday wisdom that's transformed my days. I hope it lights a spark for you, because in our golden years, a clear mind is the key to living fully. Mental fuzziness used to sneak up on me, and it scared me more than I'd admit. Back in Charlotte, North Carolina, where I've lived most of my life, I'd always prided myself on being quick-witted. I could rattle off grocery lists without a note, remember every grandkid's birthday, and keep up with Judy's long-winded stories over coffee. But a few years ago, things started slipping. I'd walk into the kitchen and stand there, blank, wondering why I'd come in. I'd stumble over names at church, calling Carol, Karen, and laughing it off, but inside I'd panic. I'd sit on my porch swing, trying to plan my day, and feel this haze settle over my thoughts, like my brain was wading through molasses. I'd tease my husband, "Honey, I think my mind's taking a permanent vacation." He'd chuckle, but I wasn't joking. I didn't want to lose that sharpness, it's who I am. I tried the usual stuff at first. I'd do crossword puzzles from the Charlotte Observer, thinking they'd keep me on my toes, but I'd get bored halfway through. I bought a bottle of ginkgo biloba from Walgreens after seeing it on a TV ad, swallowed those pills for a month, but didn't notice a lick of difference. I'd read articles online about brain foods, so I'd nibble on walnuts or salmon, but my memory still played hide and seek. I'd watch folks my age at the farmer's market, some sharp as tacks, others fumbling for words, and I'd think, I want to stay in the clear-headed club. Judy'd say, "You're fine, just tired," but I knew it was more. I needed something real, not just quick fixes, to keep my mind humming. Everything changed when I visited Denver last fall for a family reunion. My nephew had moved there, and we all gathered at his place near the Rockies, that stunning city with crisp air and towering peaks. Amid the chaos of cousins and kids, I met Aunt Clara, my sister-in-law's aunt, who lived just outside town. She was 78, a retired librarian with a twinkle in her eye and a memory like a steel trap. She'd recount stories from her childhood in vivid detail, name every plant in her garden, and keep track of all 15 grandkids' antics without missing a beat. I watched her whip around the kitchen, organizing a potluck for 20, never once checking a list. I pulled her aside over a cup of tea and asked, "Clara, how do you stay so sharp? I'm forgetting my own name some days." She laughed, a big hearty sound, and said, "Oh sweetie, it's no big secret, just a few things I do every day." I leaned in, ready to soak it all up. Clara sat me down on her porch, the mountains glowing pink in the sunset, and shared her story. She'd grown up in Colorado, spent her career surrounded by books, and loved her busy life. But in her late 60s, she'd noticed her mind slowing, forgetting appointments, losing words mid-sentence. She'd worried it was the start of something serious, but her doctor said it was just normal aging, suggested staying active. Clara didn't settle for that, she hated brain games and pills too. So, she built her own routine, simple habits from her librarian days and mountain life, and they worked wonders. She said, "I decided if my body can hike, my mind can too." Over that tea, she gave me her 6 secrets, and I scribbled them down, determined to bring them back to Charlotte. I started weaving Clara's habits into my days, tweaking them to fit my life, and the fog lifted faster than I'd hoped. My memory's crisper, my thoughts flow easier, and I feel sharp again. Here are her 6 secrets, straight from Denver, with all the details so you can try them too. Secret 1. Talk out loud to yourself every day. Clara's first trick was talking out loud, every single day. She'd narrate her tasks as she did them, like, "I'm chopping carrots for soup," or "I'm watering the roses now." She said it kept her brain engaged, forced her to focus, and made her memory stickier. I thought, talking to myself? People will think I'm nuts. but I tried it. I'd walk around my kitchen, saying, "I'm brewing coffee," then feeding the cat. At first, I felt silly, mumbling alone, but I kept going. After a week, I'd remember why I walked into a room, no more blank stares. Now I do it daily, planning my errands out loud, and I rarely forget a thing. Clara said, "It's like exercising your brain's voice, keeps it awake." She was right, it's a game changer. Secret 2. Smell something new every morning. Next was using her nose, a quirky one. Clara said she'd sniff something strong every morning, like coffee grounds, a sprig of rosemary from her garden, or a lemon peel. She believed scents wake up your brain, spark new connections, and keep it sharp. I was dubious, sniffing stuff? Really? But I gave it a go. I'd open my coffee canister, take a deep whiff before brewing, or rub a mint leaf from my pot and inhale. It felt odd, but refreshing, like a little jolt to my head. After 2 weeks, my mornings felt clearer, and I'd recall details better, like where I'd parked at Harris Teeter. I do it now, sometimes sniffing spices like cinnamon, and it's a sharp start. Clara grinned, "Smells keep your mind sniffing out life. It's simple and works." Secret 3. Move your body to move your mind. Clara's third secret was moving, not just for her body but her brain. She'd walk her Denver trails daily, 20 minutes or so, saying it pumped blood to her head, cleared the cobwebs. She didn't overdo it, just strolled, noticing trees or birds. I started walking more around Charlotte, down my street, past the Oaks, watching squirrels dart. I'd been a walker, but now I made it daily, no excuses. After a week, my thoughts felt less jumbled, I'd plan my day while stepping. After a month, I'd remember Judy's stories without mixing them up. I walk now, rain or shine, feeling my brain click. Clara said, "Moving wakes your mind, keeps it young." She's spot on, it's a double win. Secret 4. Chew your food slowly and mindfully. Number 4 was chewing, a surprise. Clara said she'd chew every bite slow, 20 or 30 times, tasting every flavor, thinking about it. She believed it boosted blood flow to her brain, kept her focused, and sharpened recall. I thought, chewing? That's it? But I tried it. I'd sit with my oatmeal, chewing deliberately, counting in my head, tasting the oats and honey. It felt slow, I'd rush at first, but I stuck with it. After a week, I'd remember what I ate yesterday, not just a blur. Now I chew everything, sandwiches, apples, pie, and my mind's clearer. Clara said, "Chewing's brain food, don't skip it. It's weirdly effective." Secret 5. Sing a song you love every day. Clara's 5th trick was singing, pure joy. She'd belt out old tunes like Rocky Mountain High in her kitchen, said it lit up her brain, boosted mood, and locked in memories. I was shy, singing? I'm no star. But I tried it, crooning Fleetwood Mac's Landslide while washing dishes. I'd stumble over lyrics, laugh, keep going. After a week, I'd recall lines I'd forgotten, and my days felt brighter. Now I sing daily, sometimes the Eagles, and my mind's quicker. Clara said, "Songs stick in your head, keep it sharp." She's right, it's fun and it works. Secret 6. Teach someone something small. Last was teaching, a gem. Clara said she'd explain things to her grandkids or neighbors, like how to prune roses or bake bread, keeping it simple. She believed teaching forced her brain to organize, stay active, and remember. I started doing it, showing my grandkids how to make cookies or telling Judy about a book. I'd fumble at first, but it got easier. After a month, my recall sharpened, I'd nail details without notes. Now I teach weekly, feeling my brain hum. Clara said, "Teaching keeps you learning, keeps you young." It's gold, pure and simple. These secrets are magic because they're easy, free, and fit anywhere. Talking out loud focuses you, smells spark you, moving clears you, chewing grounds you, singing lifts you, teaching sharpens you. I've done them daily, no stress, and my mind's razor sharp again. I remember names, plans, stories, no fog. I chat with Judy, bake with grandkids, live clear-headed. I do them my way, talking in the kitchen, sniffing coffee, walking my street, chewing slow, singing in the shower, teaching on the porch. Clara does hers Denver style, narrating in her garden, smelling sage, hiking trails, chewing by the fire, singing folk, teaching kids. If your mind's a concern, see a doc, but these are gentle for most. Judy's talking to her plants, says she forgets less. My sister in Atlanta sings now, says her memory's back. It's catching on. Stick with it, slow and sure. I didn't sharpen overnight, but day by day, I'm crisp again. Clara, 78 and brilliant, showed me it's possible. I tell my husband, my mind's not retiring. He laughs, you're my Denver whiz. Try it, talk, sniff, move, chew, sing, teach. Start today, sing a tune, feel the clarity. A sharp mind's freedom, like Denver's wide skies. Subscribe to Harmonic Aging for more tips like this. I'll share ways to thrive in our golden years, from mind tricks to health hacks. Hit subscribe, let's make aging vibrant together.